Do I want to power up the Leto? I think I do, because I want a quick burst to try and take down at least one of those lasers. He doesn't have any shields, so that's good at the very least. Alright, so this one will be able to take down our final bit of shielding, but I've got my other shielding up again, so we should be fine there. I'll go ahead and try to hit as many of these as possible. I think it might be possible to hit all of these. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright. Hopefully that will actually hit all those. Oh yeah. Worked him over right well. Alright, so we've got 16 scrap, but let's see what the station has to offer. The station was either abandoned or stripped clean. It seems to have lain unused for quite some time, and we find nothing useful. Well, that blows. That really blows. Alright, well, let's see what we got out in the universe. Well, I could go here, or I could go here. Going here would mean I wouldn't see as much, whereas I would see a lot more here, but we've already seen this, so there's no point. I think I'll go here and then kind of travel around. And I might go down depending on if I feel like it's not going to work out going around this way. Upon completing our jump, we receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I'm going to reject that offer. That's just a silly offer. Too bad. You'll regret this decision. Maybe. Maybe. He's got a beam weapon and he's got a laser, which I'm pretty sure fires more than once. So that could be bad. However, these are lined up so well here that I'm pretty sure I can hit all of these with ease. Yeah. So this might not be all that bad. Right about there looks good. That looks good. And we'll turn on auto fire because that is a perfect splicing of their ship, I think. And we'll just wait. And we'll see what happens. That might be a 3-burst laser, which is not going to be good. Definitely a 3-burst laser. However, they kind of missed us. And their shield's down now, and now they've lost their laser, so I'm feeling pretty good about this situation. I think we have won the day quite easily here. You may be getting your stuff back up, but it's way too late. Ooh, we got a small bomb out of it. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, including a small bomb. I like that, and the small bomb only costs 1 power. Not only that, but the small bomb is going to be a little bit more powerful than the Leto that we've got, which is only 1 damage per shot, and the small bomb here is 2 personnel damage and 2 system damage. Now, it doesn't cause hull damage, however, it does cause considerable damage when we're hitting rooms, and it will go through and hit things even if there's a defense drone, unlike the missiles which will get shot down. So the small bomb in the long run is a pretty good item for this point in time. In fact, before we move on, let's go ahead and get a little extra power so that we have the small bomb ready if we need it. Probably won't use it in most cases because I'll want to be saving, but I think we should be fine. Let's see here. You're going to probably be about there when I jump, and then you'll be probably about there when I jump. Then you'll be probably about there when I jump. Ooh, that's getting awful close to the exit. I think I'm going to go down here instead. That's just a little bit too close for my tastes. There are only 2 ships within range, and they seem engaged in battle. One of them has the markings of a space pirate. Let's aid the civilian ship. We power our weapons up to engage the pirate ship. It's a Mantis Scout. Okay, so he's got a laser that can do 2 damage to our outer shields and a missile. Plus, he is about to warp onto our ship. I don't like that. Not a fan of that fact, because our guys are not particularly powerful against incoming onslaughts like that. I'll probably try to warp a bomb into this ship, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and rid ourselves of most of this stuff. And we'll warp a bomb right there, I suppose. Seems good enough, and here we go, battle. Oh boy. Are they actually not going to... They're not going to warp onto our ship. Never mind. For whatever reason, they have decided not to warp onto our ship. Perhaps they only have 1 crew member. To that end, I would like to try and hit something else completely. I don't know if that's going to manage to hit all of these, but I'm going to go for it. Because we've got a little bit of leeway here. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. That worked quite well. Pirate ship breaks apart, and we hasten to contact the civilian ship. Civilian ship wisely made a fast retreat while we distracted the hostile ship. Man, we didn't distract it for that long. I don't know what the hell happened there. It was just out of there. Alright, so this is probably going to be covering, but I can definitely go here and check out what's going on in 2 beacons, so this seems like a good route for the moment. I'm liking it. An especially well-armed pirate approaches us. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest can go free unharmed. Manacafalata doesn't like that, so we're not going to do it. We will never surrender one of our crew to slavers. This is especially well-armed? I don't know. Doesn't look that well-armed to me. It doesn't even have a teleportation capability, so it's really not that bad, if you ask me. Alright, that should get all of that. It seemed to work last time, so I don't think we're going to do anything different. However, this might be able to warp through our outer shield here. We'll find out in a minute. Only hit us with 1. Well, no, we won't find out. Too late for them. That's cool with me, because this means that 1 more volley should be able to take down this ship completely. We surrender! Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll die anyway. Sure, let's accept their offer. Alright, well, we've got a human named Yoz. Yoz? Something like that. Yoz, why don't you take the engines? We do need a pilot for those engines. Not really a pilot, more of a mechanic, but it works for me. Well, we got something good out of it, and I'm pretty sure... No, you know what? If I jump here, they're probably going to be on top of this. I don't know if I am willing to risk that. No, you know what? This is going so well, I'm not gonna take the risk. Let's just move on. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. Let's see what's here. We have found a slave ship. We recognize a well-known slave trader. He hails us and offers us laborers for cheap. Let's attack this slaver scum. Alright, so he's got a little beam weapon here, and he's got a beam weapon there, but other than that, he doesn't really have anything that can do much damage to us. I'm pretty sure we can take out all of these things all at once, which is a nice little onslaught of damage, if you ask me. Let's see how well this works, because this thing is going to definitely penetrate our shield very quickly. But I think our inner shield will keep up against both of these things. So we should be fine here. I don't think there's anything they can do to us. And I'm probably not going to accept a slave from these guys because we have a fully piloted ship currently. and we could really use the scrap instead. Nope. Surrender's not an option. Sorry, buddy. You're dead. No more slaving for you. So we got some fuel out of it, and we got some nice scrap. Lovely. Slave ship is destroyed, many lives were lost, but at least they won't continue that evil trade of theirs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten screwed over if I hadn't gone straight to the exit beacon. Okay, so we've got a lot of nebulas here, and we've got hostile sectors. This could be a pretty interesting run through here. I think I'm gonna go up towards the nebulas and see what's going on over that way. And I'll hit some hostile sectors. There might be something interesting in one of those hostile sectors. So let's go ahead and find out what we can find over here. Hopefully it'll be something good. This somewhat isolated region was thrown into chaos at the start of the rebellion. Even in peacetime, it was always beset by pirates, but now it houses a center of operations for countless pirate fleets. And we start in a nebula, apparently. Well, that's an interesting start. I guess we can kind of sail through the nebula and see what's going on. Hopefully, no storms. I suppose storms won't hurt us too much, considering that we have our external shield. Anyway, our ship emerges quite far away from the beacon. We see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for us. Let's attack them. Alright, so they've got a missile and they've got a single shot laser, but the thing that actually worries me here is the fact that they've got a teleporter. I don't like that. We'll go ahead and streak across this way. I might be able to streak across through here. Gotta get this just right. Maybe put it a little bit over here. Now, there maybe. Yeah, that looks about right. I think that will hit all of those rooms. I may want to use my small bomb to take out their ship a little bit faster. We'll see. They're not teleporting aboard. You know what? I'm beginning to wonder if this shield is able to block teleports. Because that's twice now that someone hasn't teleported aboard our ship, even though they had a teleporter. Very strange. I don't know if that's a thing or not. It will be interesting to continue testing that out. Hopefully we'll start finding some teleportation ships later on that would actually be able to teleport onto us for sure, and then we'll be able to find out if it's actually true that they can't get through our outer shield. If it is, that's quite a handy shield. Anyways, they left behind a substantial collection of scrap and stuff, so good to go. We've got a distress beacon up here. Let's go and see what's at the distress beacon. Hopefully it's something good. Greetings! It's so good to see you. We've been out of fuel and floating out here for weeks. We were terrified a pirate or those damn rebels would find us first. Could you spare some fuel? Sure, why not? We've got 13. This could be a bad idea, but they might give us something, so let's find out. We give them for fuel, and thank the gods, we can finally get out of here. We're jumping straight home, so take this extra weapon. We won't need it, hopefully. Fire beam. Ooh. Okay, well, that's an interesting collection of weapons. And it requires 20 seconds of charge time, so that's it's a pretty long time. But considering that most of our weapons are up there, it's not that different from waiting for the halberd beam. Anyways, this terrifying beam does no physical damage, but ignites fires. Awesome. So it has partial shield piercing, so it might be able to do what our halberd can do. However, I do not know, and it's going to take a lot of upgrading just to be able to use our small bomb plus the fire beam if we're going to try and use that. I don't know if that's going to be a worthwhile item to keep. But for now, let's head back into the nebula and see what we can find. Not a plasma storm, so that's good. There appears to be a number of small stations nearby. Before we have any time to scan them, warnings go off. A rebel teleporter was used in one of the stations. We've been boarded. You don't know how the intruders managed to get past your Zoltan energy shield. So it does look like the shield is meant to block teleportation, but for whatever reason, if it's something like this, we can't actually block them from coming through. I don't know where these guys are exactly. Okay, they are hitting these doors, so to me that says I want these open. So I think they're inside of this room, which means they're about to come out into here. So I'm okay with that. I don't want them going through my doors. That could be a pain in the ass. We'll see what happens. Alright, trying to get into my shield room currently. Go ahead and put these two in the shield room. Whoa! That is a lot of guys suddenly. Alright, not expecting that many guys to come on through there. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know that we will be able to defeat them considering that we've got a much lower health threshold at 70 health compared to the 100 that they've got. They have been hurt slightly by the lack of oxygen over there, which is good, but how do I want to handle this? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let them do whatever the hell they please, and we'll just put you in the oxygen, and we're going to actually open this on up. And instead of attacking them over there, we're going to stick to ourselves and let them mess with our shields. I want to open this up because I want to deprive them of oxygen. I think this is actually a bit of a better solution to taking these guys out. This will take some, the ship will take some damage, but I would rather the ship takes damage than we take damage.